Thanks for joining me again. And if this is your first time to the channel, you're going to see a lot about financing your home, mortgages, strategies, saving money at home, all kinds of different financing tips, saving money on your utility bills, all kinds of different things, general real estate, buying and selling homes. So I'm going to provide a lot of content that if you're a homeowner, there's always going to be videos here for you. So I would appreciate you subscribing in advance. Thank you very much. And this video is about mortgage forbearance. So we're sitting here in the spring of 2020. We've got the pandemic, and there's a lot of talk about mortgage forbearance. And I think every consumer and homeowner and mortgage holder needs to understand what this means. And what I'm going to tell you right now doesn't necessarily apply to everyone. You're going to need to speak to your lender to understand what the rules are as it relates to mortgage forbearance. So here's what I mean. You're hearing about some lenders allowing you to not make a payment for, let's say, 3 months. Okay, that sounds great on the surface, but you really need to understand the rules and what the repayment rules are going to be. What's going to happen if you think that they're just going to wipe off 3 months worth of mortgage payments and you're not going to owe that money? That's, you're crazy to think that, because it's not going to happen. What might happen is that in month 4, you might now owe 4 mortgage payments on that 4th month. Can you come up with that? If your mortgage payment is $1,000 a month, can you come up with $4,000 at the end? What happens if they require you to do that, but you can't? You might be marked late for 4 payments. Now you might have 4 mortgage, or 3. If you make the 4th one on time but not the first 3, you might be marked 3 mortgage lates. That'll crush your credit, right? Will they add the payment to the end of your mortgage? That would be the best scenario, quite honestly, which I'd be surprised if too many lenders opt to do that. But nothing is free. This is not going to be free money. This is not going to be cancellation of anything. These are businesses, and you owe them money, and they're going to find a way to get that money back. So you better be prepared if you go along with this forbearance and don't make the mortgage payments, that you know what will happen on that 4th month or 5th month or whenever it is that the forbearance is over. Read the fine print. Ask all the questions. If you're not comfortable, then don't do it. If you can make your mortgage payments, make them. Pushing it off, the way I look at it, there are more bad things than good things that can come from this if you take advantage of this forbearance. If you can make the payments due. I understand a lot of you are not going to be in that situation. Money's tight to begin with. Maybe you've lost your job, or you're just temporarily laid off while the business is not in operation. Whatever it is, I understand everyone's situation is different, but you're going to really need to understand the rules as it relates to your lender's forbearance. So if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comments below. I'll answer them pretty quickly. If you do have some rules, some language that's been written down in that your lender provided with you, and it's short enough, and you can post them in the comments, to go ahead and I'll read it, and I'll give you an answer as to what I think that the language that the lender's saying in the legal document. But again, be very, very careful with forbearance. We saw some of these things occur after 2008, where there was the thought that there'd be bailouts for people if their homes were underwater. So people just stopped making mortgage payments, and then they didn't get bailed out, and instead they got foreclosed on. So be smart, read everything, understand everything, and don't think that you're going to be getting over on the bank, because that's never going to happen. The only one that can get hurt here is you. So make sure you read everything carefully. So that's what I have for you on the forbearance. If you have, like I said before a couple minutes ago, any questions, leave them below. Thanks again. Appreciate you subscribing, and I'll see you at the next video.